Welcome back to Chicago Cars Direct. Today we're going to spend some time with an exceptional 2004 Porsche 911 Turbo Cabriolet. It's a rear engine car, so in the rear here you're going to find the 3.6 liter twin turbocharged flat six. Flat six meaning that the engine's configured as a boxer. The pistons actually go in and out in a horizontal fashion rather than a vertical V-style fashion. 415 horsepower with this, and this is mated to the 6-speed manual, which in turn is routed to all four wheels. The 911 Turbo is an all-wheel drive car, but it's 43,000 miles on this car. It's been very, very well loved. Let's take a walk around it, because whoever did have this obviously factory ordered it because it's got a ton of equipment. And then we're going to have the wonderful chance to take it for a ride. Let's get up close just to point out a couple very, very minor imperfections. Actually, this car is really in 9.5 out of 10 shape. Just taking that off for just a couple minor imperfections. But front end, excellent all the way across. The only thing I can really show you is that the chin spoiler did its job here. It's got a little indentation, but this is easily replaceable. If this was my car that I owned, I would probably just leave that one on there until I really tore it up, and then I just get a new one. But you can see the xenons. You got bi-xenon headlamps up here, pop-up sprayers, gorgeous crest on there, but really stunning condition there. Got a small touched-up stone chip here, right on the side of the lens. But let's look at these wheels. You got the 18-inch turbo wheel. These are actually hollow spoke wheels to save weight. That's part of the turbo, so little Porsche trivia there. Painted crests, that's an actual option on the car. And you also have yellow calipers. Don't confuse these yellow calipers for carbon ceramic brakes. Even though the yellow is usually indicative of the carbon ceramics on these Porsches, this does not have those. So just a painted yellow caliper from the factory. We have a set of Continental Sport contacts, which are size 225/40 ZR18 in the front. But right down the driver's side, no blemishes, nothing to talk about. The rocker panel's gorgeous. In the rear here, same style wheel, a little bit wider. Again, painted crests. But this in the rear here is a 295, I believe, yes, 295/30 ZR18. This is a hardtop convertible. The hardtop could be a delete option. This does have it. We'll show you how to take that off, because you got the soft top right under there, which makes for essentially a four-season car, the four-wheel drive and hardtop. Looking at the rear, proper turbo badging. You can see the optional park distance control in the rear. Got 4 park sensors there. Height adjustable wing in the rear. And then the passenger side is the uniform condition of the driver's side. Nothing to call out as far as blemishes or imperfections. Under the bonnet, you don't find the engine in this car. You find the trunk. So basically in here everything is factory original. You got the optional 6-disc CD changer, as well as the windscreen for top-down travel. We're going to pull that out so we can show you later. And then below the floorboard you got ample room here. You'll find the spare tire, inflator, and all the necessary tools. Putting the top up's easy, no drama at all. Press and hold the button. The entire operation takes care of itself. Clamshell slides back, the top goes up, fastens itself and all. That's it. Bye-bye! This car had a list of $150,000. Actually, I think it was $151 if I'm not mistaken. But just to show you some of those options, what all that money gets you, you got a full interior carbon fiber kit, which I think is $6,200, as well as sports seats with the painted seat backs, deviated stitching, which is the yellow stitching on the black leather. But step in, it's very conventional. You can see the sill plate here indicates turbo as well. But you've got carbon fiber virtually everywhere. Carbon fiber steering wheel, console, It's on the dash surrounding the PCM, but all business driving position. The car does drive like brand new. I have put a couple miles on it just to get a feel for it, and it really is remarkable. Just to give you an idea of some of the amenities in this car, got a full leather dashboard up here. The carbon fiber trim continues, even within the gauge housing here. You got 5 essential sets of gauge clusters here. Now, all of these essentially give you probably the most ergonomical readout of as much vitals as possible in a modern car. But the ergonomic qualities of Porsche are very important when engineering these. So they want to make sure everything falls readily at hand so you can use things without having to look twice. Right here you'll find Porsche Communications Management, PCM. This one does have navigation, so you can see the navigation screen there. Just surrounding that, you've got PSM here. It's Porsche Stability Management. Hit that, that'll turn the traction and stability control system off. This is the power adjustment for the wing in the rear. This is your variable setting for your windshield wipers. Over here is your master lock, as well as rear defrost for when you have the hardtop on the car. And then this is your master switch with the convertible top. Bose sound system, excellent stereo, excellent with the top up, excellent with the top down. You do have an individual CD here. Now this is your navigation drive. You can play audio CDs through there if you so choose, but we do have a CD changer up front that if we go to audio, you can see we're on disc 1, track 5. So that's pretty nice. Below that, auto climate control. Just dial up your temperature, set it and forget it. Heated seats. So if you want to do some top-down motoring in the off-season, it's a 2-stage heated seat program. And then the best transmission to get with this car, the 6-speed manual. Very, very fluid shift. The clutch on here is hydraulically assisted, so it's very, very light. It does not feel like a 4-wheel drive car until you actually need the 4-wheel drive, so really stunning. Really, really stunning. 911 cab does have a proper rear seat, so as you can see here, you got 2 upward occupants. But what's really cool is that you've got the speed yellow belts that came from the factory. Once again, another exclusive option. We do call this the parcel shelf. We can take 100 pounds on each side. It actually gives you 2 shelves, so if you're doing some long distance traveling and need a little bit of extra space that the trunk can't provide, hey, you got it right here. You do have a fold-up windscreen in the rear here. Dave and I just installed it, but it pops up if you don't need it. You throw it right back down, so when you got the top up, you don't need to see it in your rearview mirror. This really does cut the drag on the highway, so when you got your windows up and you pop this up, it creates a little bit of like a peaceful cocoon of undisturbed air in the car. So I don't know if that makes any sense, but we'll go on the highway with the top down and show you exactly what I mean. I got the windscreen up, got the windows up, and actually here.
My hair's perfectly still. It looks ridiculous. I'm wearing Carol Burnett. Dave, you're so young you probably wouldn't even know who that was.
Nope.
Alright, but even so, behind the wheel of this car, I mean, it's a very sedate experience in a way. It feels as easy to drive as a Honda Civic would be. It's comfortable. You sit in a very conventional driving position. Visibility is fantastic. You can actually see the 2 humps going over the front of the car that are basically your headlamp clusters. But this car is awesome, and not only that, I mean the power that's within here, it's seamless. I said it before in other 911 turbos, but it's so smooth that your grandmother could pull off a sub 4 second 0 to 60 run. That's how easy it is to drive this thing. So it's fun though. It's absolutely fun. Very sedate. Got a great stereo with some great music in here, which we're always excited about. Here we go. listen to the turbos just roll on in the third here. Right on the highway, you can see I got my sporty yellow belt here, and this is a very sedate ride. Just cruising, and it's quiet, it's comfy. Got the soft top up, I don't even have the hard top on. You can see it's a pretty smooth ride, but very sedate. Sitting up, perfectly normal. You really don't remember that you're driving a supercar, or at least it doesn't remind you all the time that you're driving a supercar. But at any time, you know, this thing will just get up and go. All-wheel drive adds to the experience, obviously, for safety's sake. But you do have the PSM, Porsche Stability Management, which is stability and traction control. But that flat 6, it's hard to believe it's a 6. And when those turbos come on, here, watch. Brakes too. Solid structure. I know we're not even on that great of a roadway, but it's no squeaks, no rattles, no nothing. Except for that sound. It's awesome. Brand new. It's an absolute treat and a thrill to be able to drive something like this, and there's not many cars you can compare this to. The 911 really is in a class of its own. It's bulletproof, reliable, even here in turbo trim. It's very, very usable. Obviously, it's a very conventional car when you need it to be. You can drive it all 4 seasons if you so chose, especially with the hardtop. But the speed yellow is pretty wicked. Makes this car look awesome. Total MSRP on this car when new was $151,930, and you know you didn't get $1 off of that because 04 was the first year for the turbo cab. But check this out on our website. You'll find us at chicagocarsdirect.com, where you'll see better than 60 pictures of this stunning Porsche Turbo. When you're done there, go to our YouTube channel. You'll see other Porsche Turbos, you'll see other Porsche Cayenne Turbos, and then you'll see other cars too. If you're a car geek, you'll love it. You'll find us at youtube.com/chicagocarsdirect. Thanks for having some fun with us in this fly speed yellow 911. We'll see you next time.